surely you saved that adventuring party from the goblins. This would be nothing. Unless you were making it up, of course.
I would never tell anything except the utmost truth about especially my own lived experiences. It's just dungeons.
You're now scared.
Oh no!
Then a trip down the hole should be no problem for such an experienced adventurer.
Hello everyone, welcome on in. Holy crap, the cameras did not get fixed. My bad. And welcome on in to the technically official first episode of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. As you can see, we start in a tavern. Quel surprise! And yeah, I'm all over the place. I've been out all day today. So yes, chaos. And yeah, the music you're hopefully hearing right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. The nope, apparently it's not working. Why are you not working? It is working. Awesome. Okay. I was looking at the wrong audio. Awesome. The overlay and starting soon screen were made by me in Incarnate. The maps were prettified by me in Incarnate. This image is from the official Dungeon of the Mad Mage book. The sound effects will be by Sirenscape, and if you... am I seeing a Lilith? Is there a Lilith here? There's a Lilith! Hi, Lilith! I spent 7 hours in Gothenburg with Lilith today. And
Lily!
duck! Quick duck! And if you type in exclamation point perks in the chat, you can see what you can do with your channel points to help or hinder the party. For example, 2 of the players have hero points over their heads that can be used to stabilize someone who is on death saves, petition the DM for shenanigans, or roll a success on a save or ability check. Not a nat 20, it's not a crit, but you will succeed on a roll. There we go. Yes.
Even if it is not possible to succeed to begin with?
Interesting.
I don't give you rolls you can't succeed on.
Okay.
But
You
if
said
through shenanigans we ended up in a situation where we were trying the impossible.
I will... Oh, if I say that you can do something, it might be hard, but not impossible.
Ah, there's the catch.
Okay, okay.
Now I understand.
I will never give you a roll that you cannot succeed on. It's gonna be very difficult. It might even be a roll that you need to roll a 19 plus your modifier to succeed on at all.
Still 10% chance.
Yes.
So then
until you
we
get
could use
all
a
the-
hero point there and we'd succeed.
Yes.
Interesting.
Can I give Charlie a hero point?
No.
Can I give Chalder a hero point?
No.
Ah.
You're in the same game.
Mm.
Ah.
I only allow hero point redemptions in the same campaign or game for charity.
Ah, that's fair, that's fair.
And Della, if you want, you can try.
Lazy!
Hi, Lazy. And speaking of Mike, let's go around the table and introduce everyone so we can get this game started. Let's start with Bluebird. Who are you and who are you playing?
Oh yes. Hello, I am Sir Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. Today I am playing Bluebird, the Gemborn Arakocra. slash actually a dragonborn, identifies as an Aarakocra. He is a fighter and neutral good. So he's just derping about right now. Yep.
Mike, who are you and who are you playing? Ooh.
Hello, I'm Jarls. I am playing Mike Oxlong, a tiefling bard who is very immature, very boisterous, and impulsive. Identifies as chaotic neutral, and you'll soon see why.
Trinket, who are you and who you playing?
Hello, I'm Vitskugga and I'm playing Trinket Treasure, the Kender Folk rogue. And yeah, that's about it, I guess.
Unfortunately, Moonie could not join us today, so we don't have a Twilight. So let's hop on down to Isara, who are you and who you playing?
Greetings. Tonight, Isara shall play. Sen shall play Isara. And Isara shall be played by Charlie. As you all know, that Charlie is the true ruler of everything. But yes, I play Isara, the Shalakai elf, great follower of the Raven Queen, and beloved Isa of Charlie, the pseudo dragon.
And hi, I am Ardana or Joe or Oi, you there. If my regular players have any say in it, I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and I'm going to make a brave attempt to pretend I know what I'm doing. With that, if we are as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started. I'm gonna switch the music over to this one.
Yep.
It has been 35 days since you left Susail and the Kingdom of Cormyr. The road has been long, but for the most part uneventful, with the exception of about 19 days into your travel, this giant boom echoed out over the fields and forests around you, and a strange vessel came flying in from a portal that opened up into the skies. A impossibly large thing that looked somewhat like a snail in the sky, but with tentacles weaving through the air in front of it. And then again, the boom sounded and echoed. And you got the feeling that it was looking for something, searching, almost like a predator hunting for prey, until smaller bangs started happening all around it, and tiny little things that you couldn't make out from the distance started swarming around this thing, and in another giant boom, it vanished from the daylight sky.
Sky snails in flight.
Yes. It was still far away, but the bangs and shaking rattled through all of your bodies as a bad hangover. like most of you have some form of experience, what's the word I'm looking for, with portal travels. Like Mike and Trinket, quite
the
recently.
Possibly, lightly.
Isara also have some experience with portal traveling from different planes of existence. You're muted.
Gotta love those shadow gates.
Yes. And
Well, I hope that's a problem for another bunch of adventurers and not us.
and
I mean, I always love adventure.
And
not
it's fun.
not only was the various sonic booms that happened like rattling through your bones from even from that distance, but it compounded nights upon nights of bad sleeping, bad dreams, and a pull towards the northwest. And we have a few people in the chat, so if anyone of you could please roll me a d4.
The command for it is /roll 1d4, I believe.
uh,
Exclamation mark?
exclamation point, roll space d4. So, let's see who's in. There we go. Della, 1. Bluebird.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Hi.
So during the night, your dreams have been haunted. All of you, your dreams have been haunted by this craving, a longing towards something you're unsure about. In these dreams, a deep voice seems to be calling from down a long, dark hallway. The words are muted and muffled, but the reply from dozens of mutated beasts is clear. Go deeper. Ever deeper. Longing to see what the beasts are searching for surges through you, a need as tangible as the need to breathe. Then you stand on a windswept mountain. That longing to go deeper into the mountain thrums through your entire being. Bluebird, ahead of you runs a large feline creature, awash in radiance and warmth, beckoning you towards the setting sun in the west. It leads to an empty standing well that that dives into the mountain, into the darkness. And with these dreams haunting you all the way to Waterdeep, you have finally arrived at the Yawning Portal. Now, it is up to you if you are staying at the Yawning Portal. It has a few rooms, but it is very loud. The party at the Yawning Portal never stops. Ever. So getting any sleep here can be nigh on impossible. Or if you stay at some other inn in the city.
For Bluebird, he can sleep anywhere so long as you throw a blanket over him. So, he wouldn't mind. Either way.
Mike's down.
So, shall we perhaps look for some more luxurious accommodations? Much as I have heard about this inn, it is not. How shall I say this? comfortable.
Okay. We can search for somewhere else, but I might come back.
I, as always, will follow your lead.
Of course.
I mean, this is pretty nice though. Pretty lively.
It's got a good vibe.
Yes, for an evening, for drinks and some food. Before stay.
Well, we have been traveling a while. I wouldn't pass up a jug of ale and a meal.
Sure, but should you first not look for accommodations?
I suppose you're right.
You can decide if you have already found accommodations or if you want to go out finding it.
Okay. Let's say that across the road we see this small little inn. It's nice, it's quiet, the sheets are clean, there are no fleas or whatever they're called.
Lice.
No bed bugs and all that.
No
What's
bird
the
lice,
cost?
I hope.
Do we pay for it?
So yeah, there are.
What's a night cost in a nice inn?
So
And can we talk them down in price?
So near the yawning portal, you have the Jade Jug, which is the place for rich people to stay. It costs what does that mean?
I forgot to ask you, did we get starting gold?
Yes.
Yes.
What do we get?
200 something, I believe. 267?
So the Jade Jug is expensive. It's very, like, you can get a good meal, you get privacy, you get breakfast and dinner included, but it is easily 5 silver pieces per ale. And a small meal can go for between 8 and 10 silver pieces. And now keep in mind that 10 silver pieces is 1 gold piece. 1 gold piece is what a general, like a handyman, earns in a month. So that's what the cost at the Jade Jug. Then you have the Pampered Traveler, which is less extravagant than the Jade Jug, but still expensive. Or you can go for any of the other 50 inns in the city.
As I said.
Yep.
Just a nice small inn, clean beds, quiet, a place where you can actually rest. And for everything
Would I
else,
be
you
able
come to the yawning portal.
Oh, and
Would I be able to perform for free stay?
do you have the entertainer background? Bards can generally do that.
That's
As a thing.
I have the gambler background.
Okay.
I have the Heart of Darkness background.
You could
Oh.
probably, with the Heart of Darkness, you can probably like bat your eyelashes at someone and just go, "The woe is me," and they'll probably lower the price for you. If you
You know the
want,
saying
Between-
that the
Between
eyes.
us, we can do this.
Yes. Though it will be Charles' eyelashes that are getting battered because Isara closes her eyes in public.
That's not
Um,
unnerving
Less
at all.
people can see into her darkened heart
yes.
too often.
So,
The abyss and all that.
Mike, let's say that with the the stuff you are looking for in an inn, what was it called? It's called the Flag and Dragon.
Nice.
It's a modest place to stay. It has a few rooms to rent. It's not an inn. It's a tavern, but it has a couple of rooms that you can rent.
Okay.
And if you want, Mike, give me a performance check to see how much you can lower the price by for the group. The DC is 13. Anything above 13 is how much you can lower it.
I'm assuming I cannot give the help action here.
How would you do that?
Drop a beat.
Yeah, I can try to drop a beat.
Yes, please give me a performance check.
Performance, of which I have a +0 to.
Yes.
And for some reason I cannot roll on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's been
If
weird.
you go to above VTT, it should come through. Because I had to switch between the two to get the roll.
There we go,
Oh.
19. So, between Bluebird's sick beats and Mike's performance, you managed to lower the price, and people feeling sorry for Isara. As a group, you managed to lower the price to about 1/10 of the cost. So your total
That's a lot.
cost per night for the entire group, including breakfast, is 1 silver piece.
Can they go any lower?
No. No. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go for that.
How long are we playing
So, Bluebird would like to just put down 5 gold pieces as a sort of flat rate for how long would that be?
this? 50 days?
50 days?
Yeah, basically. You can have
Yeah.
you now rent all of the two, like there are 2 rooms that you can rent. You're now renting those
Yeah.
for a month and a half. Almost 2 months.
Wait, there were only 2 rooms?
Yes.
How
Doesn't
much
matter,
would
I
it
just
take
keep
to
anyway.
buy the place?
You're not so much travelers anymore. You're just tenants at this point.
Unless we buy the place, like I said.
Unless you
Let-
buy the
yeah,
place, but you
then.
don't have that much money yet.
If we pull all things together, I'm pretty sure we can buy the place.
Do you
I was
have
gonna say,
15,000
can I
gold
deceive
pieces?
them? Can I deceive
how
them
many?
to thinking there's a
Oh.
problem with the property?
15,000
So-
gold pieces is what the cost of this place is.
That's
It-
high, I would expect it.
It's a tavern in a good neighborhood.
Yes.
It could be
Among
cheaper
the
with a
other
little
50
accidental-
taverns in the same neighborhood.
It's
a little
Waterdeep.
accidental fire could make it cheaper.
True enough.
No.
Yes.
This will be our end goal. We're gonna buy this tavern.
Okay, yes. You can
Yes.
definitely have this as an
Yeah.
end goal. Absolutely.
30 goals. Make
So-
the world a better place. Buy a tavern. Buy a tavern.
Or both. But having secured lodging for the coming month and a half, nearly 2 months, that no, we're not. They're not at the yawning portal. They're at the neighborhood tavern. Or near
Adana?
prison. Yes.
How much would yawning portal cost?
About 100,000 platinum pieces.
Okay.
It is.
So,
That's our end goal.
There we go.
What was the tavern where we're staying called again?
It's called
Flag and
the Flag and Dragon. Or the dragon. Yeah, the Flag and Dragon.
So we buy all the small taverns first, and then we use the profits from those to buy the yawning portal, yes?
I was going to say, so we just monopolize the neighborhood.
I mean, I'll allow it. If you can scrape up that much money, go for it.
And then we raise the prices of all alcohol as well. Just to get even more.
Uh,
That goes against my religious
Say,
belief.
trinkets. You wouldn't happen to have the deed to this place in your little bag? By complete accident?
Just stole the deed.
I don't think so, but I can try. I'm gonna try and pull out the deed to this place.
Okay.
Instead, it's the deed to Castle Ravenloft, right?
I'm pouring a drink for this. This is getting good.
It's
Yes.
too early in the morning.
3.
Yeah, no.
So I
Just
get
Is it Monopoly, damn it?
I get 6 copper,
Mhm.
5 silver, and 1 gold piece that will disappear in 1 hour.
Quick, spend it on beer.
Yeah.
Oh, you want beer? All right,
I could do for
I'm
some.
buying beers for everyone. And I
Yay!
just throw all the money on the desk, you know. I'm not sure how much this costs, but
So,
beers to everyone for this amount.
as you find yourself, once having settled everything, you find yourselves in the yawning portal, and it is packed to the rafters. You also realize at some point between you entering the yawning portal and you somehow by some miracle finding a table, you've lost Twilight. Twilight is in the crowd somewhere.
Guys, we lost Twilight.
Uh-oh.
I'm
So,
sure
drinks?
she's fine.
I think she'll be fine.
She knows
She can
where
handle
we're staying.
herself.
She knows where we're staying, and as long as we keep an eye on Trinket, nothing can go wrong.
Hey! I'm not doing
Listen, if
anything wrong.
every time you go out on your own, a lot of things happen. Most of
So
them
you-
fun and amusing, but you know how it goes.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, it's not my first portal I fell in. So, interesting
Don't
things
worry.
happen around me. Yes.
I also keep an eye on Charlie. If he goes out on his own, then within no time he tries to gather a horde again.
So, with your money, Trinket, a tankard of ale cost 3 copper pieces. So you can buy a lot of ale for people.
That's a lot for ale.
It's a well-known
Really lit.
place.
Hey,
Oh, I'm buying however much it covers
Wine for me, please.
for everyone.
So that was 6 copper pieces, which is 2 on for that. 5.50. I can do math, I swear. 15.
So 156 copper pieces, I think.
30. 53. No. Yeah, 53 pints. You can basically cover everyone in the room.
Yep. I'll do that.
A cheer rolls through the entire inn as you call out ale for everyone, and suddenly are very, very friendly towards the party because, hey, you bought ale for everyone. As you sit by this miraculously appearing table, looking around, you see a lot going on. First and foremost, in the center of the room, the reason why this place is called the Yawning Portal is a 10-foot wide, I think, let me double check. I think it's 10 foot wide, 10 foot in diameter. Nope, that's not it. Still not it. Oh. Well, that leads straight down into the mountain.
I had a dream about this.
How many beers would it take before you jump in?
Me? None. If you were asking me that, if you are,
Oh yeah.
if you're
Oh,
asking
no,
me
my bad.
that, literally,
It's-
I'll jump down now. I had a dream about this. We have to go deeper.
Yes, my bad. It's a 40-foot diameter hole in the ground. There is a rope and pulley system that looks like someone tried to make a kind of elevator thing that can pull people or let people down into the well or pull them out.
So this is the famous well from the awning in.
By the way, Isar, did you want the deed for this place? Should I go look for it, or
No,
okay?
just some past amusement.
Right.
If you happen to have it in your pocket, then it would be nice. If not, you haven't lost anything.
Well, I could always look. I know I might have picked it up at the way at some point. I don't even know what's in the
Yeah.
bag.
If you happen to find it in your bag, all the better for us. If you don't, like I said, it's no loss to us.
Alright. I can only do it once a day, though. This bag is weird in that way.
Imagine.
Yes.
But
Dragon.
Bluebird,
Over here.
All of my people get one.
Bluebird, you said you've seen us in a dream. We are to
Yes.
come down.
Yes, on the way here. Just after that strange snail in the sky boomed about. I started having dreams about a well west and this unwavering urge to explore deeper and deeper down. I don't think this is a coincidence.
Well, I'm pretty sure a tower was mentioned.
What lies at the bottom of this well? I've only heard of it, not what it leads to.
No idea.
Perhaps we ask the
Can I-
innkeep.
I'm not sure if servers are which would are.
Mhm.
If a server walks around, can I just like
Yeah,
grab
absolutely.
their attention?
You
Excuse me.
you see a yep. You see a tiefling man dressed in an apron and linen clothing, carrying a tray, and he immediately turns over to you and just, yes. How can I help? Do you want anything to drink? Anything to eat?
I'm actually more curious about this well. I've heard much about it, but where does it lead?
Oh, it leads into the mountain, you see. Well,
What's
The
down there?
mountain.
oh, no one really knows.
Anything
Well,
special?
there are the treasures. A lot of adventure party comes here, and not a lot of them leave. But there's a lot of treasure and stuff. I've heard. I've never gone down there myself. But
I like
Riches
change.
and treasures.
well, if you want to go down, just talk to what's his face? Just talk to Dernan,
His name is boss.
the barkeep. Give him a gold piece, and he'll let you use the lift, and you can go down and check yourself.
A gold piece. I
Yeah.
might just as well get Fall.
Oh no, it's the fee for going down. It doesn't matter how you go down.
Ah, I see. I thought it was the fee for the lift.
Oh,
Okay, in which
the lift
case-
just helps. If you have any means to go down into the well yourself, it's still a gold piece. It's more like an insurance thing. So in case, you know, we have to pull you out, well, after you've expired, and then we have to take you to a priest to get the rites going. That's really what the fee is for.
The rights?
Yeah, your funeral rites.
And is this every time we go in?
Yes.
Or just a one-time fee?
Well, most people who go down in there don't go down a second time, so to speak.
I see.
We're not most people.
Oh, I can clearly
I
tell.
I just walk over and kind of put 3 platinum in front of me and say, "Would this cover enough times?"
Are you going to play yo-yo
Good.
with yourselves? Because that would cover that.
There are 5 of us. That's enough for us to go in there 6 times.
Yes, that's what I meant. Are you gonna play yo-yo with the pulley system, or?
A single piece is enough to just
That sounds
save
like it
now
would
and
be
in
fun.
advance.
I'm fighting demons here to behave.
Mike.
I wasn't planning on going up and down like a JoJo.
I mean, I'm sure Durnan would love these platinum pieces. I haven't seen that much money in a long time. So he wouldn't say no to you paying that.
Oh, okay. And she hands him 2 platinum pieces. Here you go, if you need it.
Why?
Where's Durnan?
Durnan is at the bar.
Oh, you
He's the
haven't-
barkeep.
Oh, okay. Well, you can keep the 2 platinum. Since you haven't seen that much money in a while, I thought, well, now you see them. Now you can use them. Have a nice day. And she's gonna walk to the bar.
Right, so the rest of you just saw her give those to me, so you're not gonna call the guards on me for taking these, right?
No, she's like that.
Depends.
Well,
Mama,
No,
in that
it's
case,
fine.
I really need to. Yeah, so Charlotte bounces on the platinum.
The tipping is just no.
He's a dragon. They're like magpies. He sees shinies, he takes he pounces shinies.
Seeing the pseudo dragon pouncing on his money, he's like, no, mine.
Seeing the
we
dragon
get
pouncing on
like-
the guy's money,
Yeah.
Bluebird is going to pluck one of his crystallized feathers. This is just something that he has to do from time to time, and he's going to wave it at. Is Chalder a male or female dragon? Female, yes.
Male.
Male. So he's going to sort of wave it in his face to try and get his attention away from the coins.
Mm,
It's a shiny blue sapphire feather, basically.
yes, but I'm thinking. Would he like crystal? Would he like gems or metals more? It's a dragon. They like metal.
They also like gems, though.
I know. I'm well aware, but he, Charlie, just like Sam, is very much hesitant about what to go after. Shiny coins or shiny feather. You see his head move from one to the other before turning to Isawa and asking things of her. To which Isawa sighs and pulls Charlotte back, setting him on her shoulder. Taking the feather as well.
Excellent.
I might try and pickpocket that platinum later.
So, Mike, because you mentioned trying to rein yourself in, please give me a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, guys.
You, as you're watching this exchange between Trinket, the server, and Child, you hear something. Something very familiar. It's like someone is over the top retelling a story. Basically stealing your shtick in a inn, trying to draw attention to themselves, and you hear a crowd happily joining in the storytelling. As you're looking around, you see a man dressed in blue, completely in blue, but his clothes are patched slightly from like in different places. His
We'll throw it down.
once extravagant mustache and well-kept beard have seen better days, and he is with like over-the-top gestures telling what looks like a very involved story of some sort.
Volo, is that you?
Well,
Let's see.
if you want, you can roll a history check to see if you recognize this guy.
Sure.
I'll leave that to Mike. Because, I was just.
Sure. I
add
will
character
bring-
imaging.
I will bring attention to it and be like, that's my shit. Who is this guy?
Is he
Just-
stealing your backstory?
He's just... I'm the bard here.
You do recognize him. Being a bard, even if you've spent a long time in Avernus, for backstory reasons, and current story
Mama
reasons,
called me back.
you do recognize this man. It is indeed Volothamp Gedarm. And looking closer, leaning closer, you can hear that he is currently telling the story of his daring rescue of an adventuring party from a goblin camp near the river.
I'm gonna throat punch him.
You can always try.
No.
Mike,
Okay, I want to throat punch him, but I won't throat punch him.
don't let me stop you.
Would you like me to dangle him over the portal over the hole for you?
A little bit, yeah.
Just, I will preface this by saying I wouldn't actually drop him, but if he's muscling in on your work and being dishonest about all of this, then I feel that it's my right to move him along.
Well, I feel we're starting something we perhaps needn't, but a little boisterous, he says, taking a sip of his drink. Little revelry never went and hurt anybody. Let's go talk to him, shall we?
Very well. And, Mike, how big are you?
Great question.
I can see that.
180 centimeters.
What is that in feet and inches?
About 6.
That is about 6 foot.
Okay, I tower over you a little bit at, what is that, 7'2"?
Yeah.
It's like 2 meters 10.
7'3". 7'3". So I'm just sort of going to sidle up behind you
210.
and peer over your shoulder
Okay.
as we approach. I'm clearly going to run as your backup, not as the you know, you are the one that's been slighted. I'm just there as muscle if you need me.
Okay. Well, we'll head over then. We'll. Are you guys holding the table, or are you coming with Isara and Trinket?
Trinket is by the bar.
Oh yeah, true.
So she doesn't notice this.
Isara?
Can I just enjoy my drink here?
Absolutely.
Or you may take
save our
Charles with
seats
you.
for- If you'd like, the more the merrier. We're gonna go have a friendly conversation, no doubt.
Perfect. Do we go along with him, dear? As the dragon
So,
flies up and lands
Mike.
on the cats.
Yes. Chalder will get a little scratch, but when you approach Mike, when you stop in front of him, behind you, like he is essentially your backpack. He's not touching you, he's just a little bit back from you. But when you stop, he's just going to spread these large draconic wings out behind you and give them one good flap. They're not large enough for him to fly, but they are still rather impressive.
Okay, so we're making an entrance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Seeing you approach this gaudy man, looks at you and says, "Ah, a fellow entertainer. How pleasant. What brings you here?"
Well, couldn't help but oversee your storytelling. Found it wanting.
Excuse me?
Just thought it could do with some improvement. One entertainer to another fellow entertainer, being pleasant and all.
What would you find wanting? I told a story from my own experience. What finer... what's the word I'm looking for? What finer gift to an audience could there be?
Hack.
It just feels
Sorry.
embellished. It doesn't feel real.
I
Now, my friends and I intend on going down the well. If you want a real story to tell, you should come with.
Oh no. I'm not built for such endeavors.
But surely you saved that adventuring party from the goblins. This
And-
would be nothing, unless you were making it up, of course.
I would never tell anything except the utmost truth about especially my own lived experiences. It's just dungeons
You're not
on.
scared.
Oh no!
Then a trip down the hole should be no problem for such
Yeah.
an
A whole goblin
experienced
camp.
adventurer.
Yeah,
Oh, goblin camp, single-handedly.
that's it.
You'd be with a party of 5.
It must
You'd
be
be
a large
fine.
goblin camp if if it was able to subdue an entire adventuring party, and you've single-handedly saved them. Surely no quest would be too great for you.
Well, obviously, no, of course. It's,
Then,
I'm on I'm a little bit of a mission myself for an employer, so I unfortunately cannot join you in this endeavor at this moment. However,
you clearly have time to tell stories. So you have time for a quick trip down the hole.
Yeah, in and out. Get some treasure, get some stories. You might make a halfway decent bard at the end of it.
my good sir, I will have you know that I am a perfectly well-equipped bard.
At this, Bluebird is going to look down at a certain location on Volo's self, clack his beak twice and go, for a goblin.
Now we know how we got out the goblin camp, eh?
I do beg your pardon. Here was
Sorry,
going
something in my throat.
Here was going to offer you the chance of a lifetime to aid me in the search of a frankly legendary item, but I think I might keep that to myself, seeing as you've been nothing but rude to my person.
Rude?
We were merely wanting your company on our adventure. And then saying it would be no issue for you. If we're being rude, we meant no offense. Just thought with your exploits and your feats, you'd be great company on an adventure. If you misconstrued that and took it offensively, perhaps there was some truth to you making it up and embellishing your story.
My good fellows, of course there was no embellishment. Please give me a persuasion check.
May I use the help action?
Sure.
Excellent.
You can roll again if you want. You are getting Bluebird's help. So if you want to crit fish, you can crit fish.
Sure.
Volo looks
Better at least.
from Mike to Bluebird and then back against. You can see him clearly contemplating his life's choices that led up to this point. And, well, you have made your case exemplarily. And if you would not mind my company, I will gladly take you along on my mission.
Down the hole?
Down the hole.
Down the hole.
So your mission's also down the hole?
Yes. I am
you didn't
on...
want to come with us?
No, my constitution are not meant for cavernous, in mountain dungeons. They're more of
But
a...
you were going down the hole without us?
Oh no, I was looking...
You're much more inclined to open air dungeon?
No, you see that... Well, to give you the example of the goblin camp, it was in a temple, above ground.
That took way too long for me to understand.
Yeah, Mike is just going to turn and whisper back to Bluebird. I'm going to throat punch this guy.
But...
Hold off, he may prove useful yet. And he'll say that telepathically. to you.
Oh, that would have been a much better idea, yeah.
I was, however, here to find, well, a group of adventurers willing to make a lot of money, helping me retrieve a legendary item.
What
A lot
legendary
of
item?
money
Max?
is what you say?
He did say that.
Well, if we do this, we
Yes.
must insist that you come with.
Yeah.
Well, you have
For like
already,
assistance.
you've already made the case for it, and I shall be of, well, I shall avail you of all my expertise and knowledge in this quest for this legendary
You're
item.
too kind.
I know,
What is this
I know.
item that we seek?
Well, if you wouldn't mind if we could move to a more maybe secluded area. I don't want any garden variety adventure getting, since I'm already in your esteemed company.
Very well.
Okay.
Mike?
Well, we can head out to elsewhere, unless you have anywhere in the tavern you'd like to go to, but we have rooms available to discuss.
Oh, excellent. I shall follow your lead.
Okay. Okay. Do we stay longer first and go later, or do we stay here for now? Or do we go now? You were mid story. Sorry, mid recounting of your tales of valor and bravery. It'd be such a shame for you not to finish said story.
I am sure that my adoring audience wouldn't mind a short break now that the story is nearing its quite explosive finale.
Baromancy. Understood.
Ah, you know the term. Yes, exactly.
Okay, well we can head out. We'll lead him out towards the Flag and Dragon, I suppose. But we'll tell Isara and Trinket that we are heading out.
Isara would know everything that's happening to Charles.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we'll let Trinket know that we'll be back shortly, unless Trinket wants to come with.
And if I can see Trinket and they're within 30 feet of me, I can just telepathically do that.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so you make your way over back to the inn that you're staying in. You can tell Volo.
Trinket would follow, by the way.
Yep. Volo is fidgeting a little bit, like unsure of what's really happening and how he got to this point. But he seems to relax again once you get to the Flag and Dragon. And it is also pretty packed. Not as packed as the Yawning Portal, but it's pretty full. It's an inn in Waterdeep, a popular one. So
Okay.
you make it up to your rooms on the second floor, and without really an invitation or to do so, Volo is going to sit down on one of the beds and make himself comfortable and lean back a little bit. So you were interested in this legendary item.
Of
No.
course.
I have been promised a king's ransom to locate an alabaster throne from a lost kingdom.
The king is kidnapped?
Oh no, oh no, dear. My dear lady, no. This kingdom fell a long time ago. It was an elven kingdom up in the north. The last regent of this kingdom, known as Ilefarn, disappeared. And the throne... The throne vanished not long after. Now, I have on good authority that the capital of Ilefarn was where we are currently standing. But so many centuries ago that history barely remembers it.
That's a shame.
So, where did you get this information from?
Do you have any books on this? I would love to read them.
Now, unfortunately, I can't really tell you where I got this information from. My employer would like to remain anonymous, but I can promise you that the reward for returning even the slightest little bit of information of the location of this throne will Well, it will grant you the gratitude of a lot of long-lived individuals. And the
That
king's
generally
ransom.
means elves or dwarves.
Yep. It was an elvish kingdom. So.
Hmm.
What's the purpose in finding this throne? Is it gonna be used for something, or are you gonna put it on a museum, or what's the plan?
Be really good feng shui in my living room.
Now, the throne, it is said, was stolen by dwarves who made their living in this mountain after the kingdom of Illifarn collapsed and vanished. And, well, my employers would like it back.
Elves.
So they are elvish. Yeah.
Oh, I must have. Well, yes. You didn't hear it from me.
Hear what from you?
That's the spirit. But now I like to support the party I've joined in any way I can, but I am not a frontline fighter.
There's a shout.
Understood. Well, I can't speak for the rest of them, but personally, if there is a throne to be found, I will find it.
Yeah.
I'm an expert in these things.
Excellent.
I'm an archaeologist. So,
Excellent.
archaeological findings and historical buildings and whatnot is my speciality.
That pleases me greatly to hear, to know that someone else of learning will be joining.
Trinket is very smart. I just did things.
Just because I dropped out of college, Jesus.
You're also
Just
very
Jesus.
smart, Mike.
I did drop out of Bardic College, though. I had talents they weren't ready for. That's
Don't
fine.
we all? Don't we all?
They decided.
Well, studying is not for everyone. Some find it harder, and that's okay. There's no judgment.
I learned by doing.
That is the best way to learn things.
I agree.
Only book learning can only take you so far. Then you have to go out and experience it yourself.
Something that you would
Yeah.
know a lot about, Master Bard.
Yes, yes indeed.
I have one question. Not to cast any aspersions on your abilities, countless as I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
For one who says they are not a frontline fighter, single-handedly taking on a goblin camp.
Barrelmancy.
Yes, like your esteemed friend here says, infiltrating the camp was an easy matter. Goblins are not the most intelligent of creatures, even though they are fascinating. And then shuffling some wine barrels around and casting the strategic torch at them. Made the whole thing go up in flames, and I could just waltz in and open the cage.
Smart. Smart. I just wanted to understand how. 'Cause
Yes,
obviously,
indeed.
whole goblin camp takes a couple of goblins. That requires some fighting.
Yes. And, you know, that I might have had an invisibility potion or two in my pocket.
Naturally.
Well, if you
So
find
is it
goblins, I guess
really-
be goblin.
Was it really 100 goblins?
Oh no, not that many. It was not 100. I might have added a little bit for flavor. I would say about
How many were
60. Roughly 60.
60?
Yes. A few hobgoblins too.
Okay. I look forward to seeing you in action.
I hope that my talents will at least be somewhat helpful.
I'm
So,
sure they will.
quietly, actually, telepathically, in their heads, Bluebird is just going to say, I think probably more like 6 and a toothless old decrepit hobgoblin.
Like, will choke back some laughter and just, like, slyly nod, like... But okay.
Do I believe him?
Roll, what's your passive insight?
15.
You can tell that he's telling the truth about being in a goblin camp. He might be embellishing the part where he was the rescuer and not the rescuee.
And the numbers?
He's also embellishing the numbers, but not by... well, by a lot. You say that he probably...
Are you sure you're not the one who got... Are you sure you're not the one who got rescued?
I would never put myself in the position of being in the need of rescuing from goblins, of all things. Interesting creatures as they are, they're not the brightest.
You say that, but you don't know us, and yet you're surrounded by us now. If we wanted to take you captive, not that we will or are taking you captive, but you would be in a position to need rescuing if that were the case.
You do make a good
That's
point.
actually true.
Yeah, and
Come
we
now,
have not
Mike,
tried very hard.
Must you be like this?
True. Sorry.
Well, I'm trusting your esteemed company and the offer of gold to keep me safe.
We do like gold.
Of course.
I like
Dear child has already
archaeological
good
findings, so...
Now, as fascinating as your esteemed company is, I do have an adoring audience to get back to, unfortunately. So if you would be so kind as to maybe escort me back to the tavern?
We can do that.
Are you paying for the lift?
Why not?
Oh, cool. Then I don't have to pay for it. Awesome.
And when are you wanting to set off for this adventure?
Well, fortune favors the early bird, I guess. So
in the morning?
yes.
Nice.
Well, if you are up for it, we could leave as early as 10 minutes from now. I need to get some of my
would like to go-
things in order first.
I would like to go in on a full stomach, personally.
And
Maybe
I-
in the morning. We've been travelling. A good night's rest beforehand.
Of course. And I get to finish my tale for the audience.
How fortunate.
Yes, for everyone involved.
Oh, then I can get more books.
True.
I wonder if there are books down the hall.
If you're looking for an interesting story, there are several of the patrons over at the Yawning Portal who have the most fascinating tales to tell. Why, I met this I think she said that she was a half orc, but with those tusks I wouldn't be surprised if she was full orc. she was telling about this amazing story that she'd been on with her friends and up north in the ice and cold. They had traversed the frozen lands and come back to, well, frankly, more civilized areas with the most fascinating garments and items, and apparently owning a stable of what's it called? Sled dogs.
So a kennel.
Sort of. They didn't breed the dogs. They just kept them for people to hire the sled teams.
Are you saying she's in the tavern?
Oh, she was when we left. I cannot make any promises. She seemed to be an popular contribution.
Alright. Well. Love to hear some more stories. And also get some more books.
And more beer.
Yes.
I don't drink, so I'll let you guys handle the drinking.
Yes, bells.
Well, yes, if you
Yes.
would be so kind as to escort me back to
Yeah.
the tavern, and you can.
Of course.
Bluebird will do that thing where he stands just a little too close behind somebody and sort of follows Volo like step by step behind him with his little, well, not little, with his giant bird feet tick tick ticking on the ground behind him.
On the way there, Trinket is gonna look for a bookstore.
Yep.
And if she finds any, she's gonna try and get a hold of a book on Celestial, as well as books on traps, magical and non-magical traps.
Nice. So let me actually check if there are any. Where did my map thing go? You do see that there are several stores along. And a couple of them seem to be selling books. At this time of night, they are closed, but you can easily get there in the morning when they open.
Is their doors locked?
Yes, they would be.
Do they seem to be magically alarmed by any means?
Give me
Or any traps?
give me an investigation check.
Bounce.
15?
They don't seem to be magically trapped or have any alarms on them.
She's gonna go inside.
Okay. Yeah, go in. Give me a sleight of hand check to break into the bookstore.
Goodness.
29?
Yeah, what lock?
They are the good people.
There was no lock here. You just opened the door. It magically clicked open. Not entirely sure how it happened.
She's just walking in as well, like, she's not sneaking, she's just walking in.
Yeah.
Like, this door seems to be all in the way. Let's just open it.
You hear
Um,
a outraged whisper like, "Oh my! Do you know the owners of this place? That's fast. That's really interesting."
I don't think so. But maybe I'll find out if I meet them. I'm just gonna look for something, and she's gonna go look for any books that she's currently looking for.
Yep.
Mike,
Yeah.
what did you
I'll go
say
with.
about keeping an eye on Trinket?
I'll go with. I'll kind of be looking around in the street like, okay, and just follow in.
Yep.
What just happened?
Well, it seems that Trinket is up to her usual antics again.
Ah. She means no harm.
She doesn't, no. But that doesn't mean she doesn't think such. Oh well,
Do I
I'm still
find any
sitting-
of these books?
Give
What-
me
what books are we
a
looking for here?
investigation check to see if you can find it.
13.
Can I assist as well? Seeing as I'm in for a
Yeah,
penny, in for a pound.
absolutely.
Do I roll again?
Stand
Like,
outside the store and
Yeah, you would roll again, or if Mike wants to do investigation, it's up to you guys. If you want to do the help action,
You go,
or
you go. I'll
Right.
assist.
so I'll
26.
stand
It's a
outside
bit
and
better.
just keep watch for anybody coming.
Just doing a freaking heist.
with a 26, at first you don't really see, like on the first floor, you don't really see what you're looking for. It's mostly like storybooks and fairy tales. On the second floor, however, you do see that they sell books on languages and dictionaries. And after poking around a little bit, towards the back of the books, like on the back of the floor, you do find a section saying exotic languages. And
Alright.
well, on the C for celestial, you do find like a thick book. And pulling it out, you see a tiny little price tag poking out that says 500 GP on it.
How many exotic languages do they have?
Let's see. Actually, Vitulari, could you please roll me a d10? I'm out of water. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yes. So it's exclamation point roll space d10. No, exclamation point roll space d10. There you go. 5. So the exotic languages you find are Celestial, Primordial, Minotaur.
An exotic language?
Well, for Waterdeep it is.
Fair. That's fair.
Let me see, what other languages do we have? Infernal and Abyssal.
Cool. So, I take all of those except the primordial, as I already know primordial.
Yep.
So let's see. So you said celestial,
Celestial, Abyssal, Infernal,
so, and minotaur.
and Minotaur.
Cool.
I feel like I should stop this. But, place
she's
now.
just...
Child
she
will
just-
pat Bluebird on the head.
Was that a
She just
pat or
grabbed
a
those.
tap?
A tap.
Yes. In Draconic, just yes, Chava.
And Isawa will apply in the corner to Charlie. Just make sure those two don't get the guard set on them. And if that happens,
Very well.
just let them be. A night in jail has never hurt anyone.
This is true.
That's-
I'm
wouldn't-
currently. Sorry, are you with us right now?
No, so Isawa can talk to Charlie and see
Oh, right,
through
right,
her
right. No,
tension.
you were still in the
I am
tavern,
still
right?
I'm still at the
Yeah.
inn, still sipping my wine, watching all of this happen.
Yeah, so it's just I'm currently standing outside a bookstore while they
I'm aware.
shop.
We're
I've heard
browsing. We're
everything.
browsing.
I've seen everything.
Hmm.
It doesn't take me an action to share Charlie's senses,
Mhm.
and it works as long as he's on the same plane as I.
I will try. I will endeavor to prevent them from being arrested.
Oh no. If they get arrested, just let it be. Don't put yourself into harm's way for them.
I
Yes.
believe I'm complicit at this point.
True enough. Just keep an eye out.
That's the plan.
And hit Trinket on the head for me, will you? Honestly, how am I the adult in this party? I'm barely 100.
Well, you're older than I am.
You see Volo's clutching his chest and looking inside, and which as exciting as acquiring knowledge can be, I for one am not too horribly excited about the prospect of spending the night in a dungeon that does not have treasures or knowledge to be gained.
Volo, just relax. You and I are just having a pleasant conversation. You look that way, I'll look this way. If you happen to see anything, let me know. We don't know what's going on in there. We've just stopped to pass the time.
Right. Well, and you see him try to look over your shoulder and then look past you. And oh. Well.
He'll turn slightly on his side and fold his wings to give him a better view down the other end of the street.
I'm not entirely acquainted with how your group works, but I am pretty sure that that group of guards coming our way, behind you, will have some questions uncomfortable such that we might have to answer. Should your
Oh,
companions
one moment.
not?
He's going to telepathically yell at them about guards coming, and then wander over to engage the guards in pleasant conversation. As he does this, he is sort of, he's got his wings sort of half out and flopping about, like he's trying to keep his balance with them. As
Yeah.
he totters from side to side down the street, he's going to put a very large arm around Volo and sort of drag him along, whether he wants to or not. Oh, officers, thank the gods I found you. I am very lost. Very, very, very lost. Place, hole, dungeon, lost. Want to
Oh.
find it.
Yes. So you're looking for the yawning portal. How can you not find it? It's like a block that way. You can see it
Well-
from here.
I am staying at the Flagon Dragon, the Dragon Flagon, the flag drag. I'm not sure what it's called. And I was in there putting my things down, and then I got all turned around. You said it was that way? As he sort of turns the guards to face away from the store and points in a completely random direction.
Oh, no. Yep.
While that's happening, Michael kind of be like shuffling Trinket along, like, okay, we got the books. We need to be out now. Like, now.
Yeah, and in your head is hearing,
Just give me a
hurry,
second.
hurry, 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 hurry.
Yeah, just give me a second. And she's gonna grab some paper laying around.
Drink it now.
And she's gonna write a note saying, "Thanks for the loan. If you need it, let me know." She's gonna put it on the desk.
Michael's gonna
And
take that
that's-
on the way out and pocket it. Just be like, no evidence, no paper trail.
And
We need no sign.
she is she's gonna walk out the door and wait for Mike to get out, and then just lock the door.
Yeah, as he hears the snick of the door, he's going to spread his wings wide and sort of stumble a little. Just whoa. Have you ever had one of those days, or nights rather? It's definitely night, where everything starts to spin. I'm not sure what happened. One moment I had my beak in a flagon of amber liquid, and the next the whole world started to spin. I'm not sure why. This happens sometimes when I'm at taverns.
Yes.
And then he's going to sort of lay his beak on top of one of the guards' heads. You're very pretty.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But no, also, I think that amber liquid is called ale. And if you get dizzy from drinking it, you shouldn't be drinking that much. The yawning portal is that way. And she's gonna try to shuffle Bluebird in the right direction.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, lifts his beak so she can move a little bit better. Just that way. Over there.
Yes. Now, try not to drink too much. We don't want you to fall into the well and break your neck. It's a far drop after all.
Maybe I will try some of the red liquid that smells like berries. That one.
We're
won't
actually
make
going
me
into the
spin.
portal. Trinket says as she walks up.
Just, my friends! I'd missed you. I got very lost. This lovely lady and her companion were just giving me directions to the yawning portal, which I think is where we're going.
It is, yeah. We're meeting our other friend.
We were there earlier.
Yeah, grabs the guard's
Did you
hand.
drink too much
both his
ale?
hands. Yes, so much ale. I didn't realize that it would make me spin, so grabs the guard's hands in both his hands, sort of engulfing them. Massive, dragonish, draconic sort of claws there. Just shakes them both a little bit. Just, you are a queen among women. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Well, have a good night, and try not to fall in. I mean, if you want to climb into the well, we won't be there to stop you. But try not to fall into the well. It would be a shame if your adventure started as soon as it began.
This is true. Yes,
Don't
I think
you
we
mean
wait till
ended?
morning.
I'm sorry?
Don't you mean ended before it began? Would be weird if it started before it began, because then it would be 2 starts.
Oh,
And
I
then
see. I think your friend's ale is starting to affect me as well. I do apologize. I'm very, very
Well, now
sorry.
you started, you may as well continue drinking. Join us.
Oh no, I'm still on duty. Maybe later.
Oh, such a pity.
But
I
just,
mean, you could follow us down and find some lovely treasures.
oh no. Like I said, I'm still on duty. I can't skirt that, and you know. But
When
Very
do you
well.
finish?
well, after midnight, unfortunately.
Oh, we're staying at the Flying
sadness.
Dragon.
Well, I might take you up on that, but not right now. I need to continue the round. You see her partner just going and trying to shuffle her along. Like, I want to go home. Let's finish this.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Oh, you too. Volo's standing there like, well, this was very exciting. Very exciting indeed.
Oh, what happened?
Some evening burglary and meeting some.
Burglary? Where?
My blue friend is your small friend. Quite all right.
She's like this.
Right. Okay. So it's not an affliction; it's a trait.
Yes.
Right.
And at that, he's going
I
to.
am standing
wrap-
here.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
is
do-
going to wrap a wing around Trinket and pull her into his side, and then just say, "Let's go, please, please."
Oh, I do apologize. I did
I
not.
was just gonna get some boots.
I didn't mean to speak over you. It was terribly rude of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I meant speaking about your friend Trinket, was it? I did not mean to speak about you, Trinket, as if you were not here. It's just fascinating.
What is?
Well, finding someone with such a blatant disregard for personal ownership.
I believe that
What's
is
that?
a racial trait of the
Oh.
Kenda.
I don't think I've ever heard of
Ownership?
Kenda. Yes, when
People
someone.
keep mentioning ownership, but I don't really understand the concept. It's so weird, so outlandish.
Right. So the concept of ownership means that if someone has created something, inherited something, or paid for something, or been gifted something by someone else, it's theirs. And it is a crime
Yeah,
to
that's
take
so,
that.
That's really weird. No, it's not a crime.
Oh.
If they don't need it, they don't lose anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure you bought a lot of things that you probably don't even need. Wouldn't it be better if those things are in someone else's hands that are actually in need of them?
Oh, I would give someone what they need if they ask for it. They don't need to take it.
Well, where I come from, we don't really ask. We just take what we need. And then if someone else needs it, we give it to them, or they just take it. It's fine, really.
Oh,
People just go and sleep wherever they want. And, yeah,
fascinating.
that's just
Speaking
normal.
of need, I think we all need another ale.
I
se-
could go for an ale. Volo?
That sounds like an excellent idea. And we should probably get back to your friend as well. I just realized that
Yes.
your
Mm-hmm.
elven companion is not here with us.
Oh, yes. Yeah, just to child, just oh, not to child, to Volo, just she's here in spirit.
Right.
Sort of pat each other.
Well, I do owe you some drinks, perchance.
I'd say so.
And then I did promise to pay for our journey down, but that is tomorrow's problem. Tonight, I will gladly fund your evening, well, the round at least, and continue my tale for my adoring audience that I have left so terribly long waiting for the finale of my daring rescue of these adventurers.
And a
Then I
true
do
tale
ask
always keeps
you
the
hurry
audience in
up.
suspense.
Mm.
The wine is running out.
And yeah, with that, Bluebird will have Volo lead the way and sort of make sure the other two are under his wings, so they can't get up to any more trouble.
Meanwhile, Isara, back at your table,
Mm-hmm.
it seems that someone has caused a little bit of a ruckus, and a shoving match has started not too far away from where you're sitting. It is currently threatening to spill over into where you're actually sitting. You have a few options to deal with this. You could go civilized way, you can just move, you can make them stop, or any other way really that you choose. The arguing party seems to be two human men. It's kind of hard to understand what exactly they're saying. They are very drunk.
So they are shoving each other. It's not yet a full fight, it's more a bit of wrestling.
Yeah, it's more like... But they're standing up and they're pretty close to your table.
Do I have spells? I'm a warlock, I only have spells that kill.
Oh no.
Actually, how far away exactly are they?
I'd say the closest one with his back to you is about 4 feet away. So he's very close to falling onto your table.
I am just self-centering some darkness.
Okay.
So, 15-foot radius sphere of darkness just suddenly spouts out. Of which I can see too perfectly because I have Devil's Sight incantation. Invocation.
Yeah. As the darkness descends, you hear several voices just, "Hey, what's going on? I don't know." And then the two arguing people are seem to stop to look around and just and
So when they stop, I also drop the darkness.
give me a perception check, please.
7.
Um,
But wait. I have inspiration on my sheet. I don't remember from where.
I think it was the
Might
recap
have
last
been
week.
an introduction or something.
Yeah, the recap from last week.
But I'm using it. 19.
Yep. As the darkness drops, you do see someone small trying to creep up on a rather large half-orc woman. And it seems like this small individual is very intent on trying to steal her money pouch. You
Do
will...
I know the small little person or the orc woman?
No. It just looks like a random roguish person taking advantage of the darkness, giving you the feeling that they also could see in magical darkness.
Would
Okay.
that be the same half-orc woman that Volo was talking about? Because otherwise you might recognize the half-orc.
It's the only half-orc woman that you can see around. So possibly, since Chalde was there, you would have heard about her.
So yes, I do
You do recognize the description of her. You don't know the small individual creeping up on her. You would think that maybe very tall gnome, a very short halfling.
Fucking do I have a clear line by which I could perhaps throw something?
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay. Now, can I do this before the darkness drops or fully fades?
Yeah, why
Because
not?
I am. I want to throw a dagger at their hands.
Okay. Well, give me an attack roll.
Because that's definitely going to. Shit. Since they can see in the darkness as well, I'm assuming I don't have advantage.
No, they will be
So-
surprised though. They don't expect anyone to just chuck a dagger at their hands.
Okay. 22.
That hits.
Dagger is thrown soon after the darkness fades, and I am back to my wine.
Yep.
Looking like nothing ever happened.
You see this now. Clearly, you can tell it's a halfling. Just, and then you hear a grunt, and then what sounds like an earth-shattering growl as the half-orc woman turns around, grabs this halfling, and just lifts him. Just. And you just see the halfling just put up his hands and then she'll drop the halfling down on the ground, dig around in her money pouch, and give him a couple of silver pieces. Well, some coins. And he'll just toddle off, still cradling a hand, where you can see like blood just running along the leather glove. Because you hit pretty good.
She will softly mutter to herself in Elfish. I like that dagger.
Yeah, you see the half-orc bend down, and then you see the dagger in her hand. Just, placing it on the table, and she goes back to drinking her ale. Meanwhile, the two men that had been arguing seemingly have decided against fighting inside the yawning portal and have taken their argument outside. Bluebird, Mike, and Trinket, as you get up to the entrance, you see two extremely drunk human men making some rather valiant attempts at trying to hit each other with their fists. You're not entirely sure if they're aiming at the actual other person or if some ghost of them are around somewhere, because none of the hits really land.
Can I have Charles let out a loud draconic roar? At least as
Yeah.
loud as a pseudo dragon can make.
Absolutely. What do you want to do with it? Intimidation or just a noise?
Let's make it intimidation.
Sure.
That would be a straight charisma check from Charlotte.
Mhm.
Which is a
Is
10.
Charles still sitting on me, by the way, as this
Yeah,
happens?
still sitting on top of your head.
So, to help, I would like to spread my wings wide above
Nice.
head.
Yes, absolutely. You can roll again for the help action. being given by Bluebird.
18.
Nice. Through Childy's eyes, you would see the two men just one freezing in place, and the other one just looking over and just fainting on the spot.
And there, Charles stands majestically atop his mount. A mighty roar leaving his throat as he looks down upon the mere mortals who would dare try and harm his beloved Isa.
Nice, I love that. The other guy seems frozen in place, and you can just see him just. Oh.
Maybe it's time to go home, lads. Maybe it's time to call it a night.
Right, yes. No. He points at his child and just. No.
Don't try it. Not gonna go well for you, friend.
No. No. Home, yes. Home. And he's gonna grab the unconscious guy on the ground and just drag him along, away from the inn.
Take care now.
Volo will just
Yeah,
lift a
safe.
foot in disgust at the unconscious guy. Just, Yes. Yes.
So there was some mention of drinks.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Well, if you will take your seats, and I will facilitate your orders.
Yeah,
I would
we'll
like
go
a
back.
glass of water, and also I would love to try. I think you call it fine wine. Not the
Right.
red one though. The white clear one.
Right.
Might I instead suggest some bubbling green wine instead? I'm not sure if the Yawning Inn has it, but Dwa wine is
Yeah.
among the better wines.
Oh.
If you agree
Drought
with
wine,
me.
you say?
Yes,
Wait, there's venom in it?
so they say.
But is it?
Who knows?
Is he messing around with me? Or not?
No, the Isawa is just saying there are rumors that it is made with spider venom. Whether that's true or not, ask
And-
Dwa.
Yeah.
Not her.
Um,
This is just general rumor.
and also, unless you have made your way inside to the table, you would have to do the deception. Well, the insight check on Child.
Yep. But would I have read anything about this as I was studying Undercommon?
Please give me a history check.
Also, Undercommon is not the language of Dwa, just the standard Tweetong.
Yeah.
I know.
No. It doesn't say anything about the drow beverage industry in the book. It's a book on the common trade language of the Underdark. Much the same as common is the common trade language of the rest of this plane.
Okay.
So no, you don't know if this rumor is true or not.
Well, I would at least like to try. Oh, fine, I'll try the wine, but if I get poisoned, you better get antidote. But if this is a drow drink, maybe it's a good thing to learn to enjoy.
To be
As
fair, alcohol
to-
itself is poison.
So
Please don't
I
drink too
have.
much and it's fine.
Yeah, I know that. I just haven't tried it, but I want to try just to get accustomed to their customs. In case we would end up meeting some drow, that could be a good way to show some
Honestly, if
friendliness.
If
So-
we do happen to meet Val, it's most likely we're either gonna kill each other.
I have proficiency with medicine.
Uh-huh.
Could I perhaps make a medicine roll to determine whether the ingestion of spider venom that would possibly be deadly when injected would have a similar effect, or if it would just, or if the body would absorb it and like break it down if ingested. Like whether the drink would be safe for consumption, basically.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
To be fair, you would
That's
expect the
work.
poison to break down during the boiling of the wine.
That was a 10, so I'm not so sure.
No, like, you know, like, in general, that alcohol in itself is a poison. You also know that there are some spiders who, no matter how venomous they actually are, cannot kill a medium-sized creature. Unless you just... You would probably die of being too full before you get poisoned by eating these spiders.
Fair.
And then
Trinket is trying the wine. I will also try the wine. Because my flaw is, you think things are bad now, let me tell you how bad things are going to get. So,
and yeah,
against my better judgment, I will join the potentially poisonous wine.
absolutely. Yeah,
Also try it.
She
Volo.
also loves danger, so
Yeah, Volo looks between all three of you. Well, that sounds like an excellent adventure. Now let's go find your friend.
Yes.
And I realize that Volo has not seen Isara. He has only heard her voice through Childe. Because she wasn't there when they
Childe.
first met.
Tell them,
Yeah?
darling, could you possibly lead the way to your mistress?
I just found out that suited dragons have limited telepathy.
Yeah.
So he can actually communicate on his own in a limited way.
And
Yeah, since you asked Jarls himself, also with your own telepathy, you can actually speak with him.
yes.
Did you
Basically, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, basically when Bluebird talks, probably about 90% of the time he does so telepathically. As it means that he doesn't have to worry about a shared language.
Yeah.
Okay, since Charlie can understand common and Draconic,
Yep.
he can actually speak with you.
Excellent. So yeah.
Now I need to get in his mindset. One moment, please. Issa, find Issa. Issa there, Issa.
Issa,
And he
thank you.
starts flying up and flying into the crowd towards Issa.
And yeah, thinking that he probably should have tied a string to the pseudo dragon's foot first, he'll start to follow.
I'm not
the
sure how
pseudo-dragon
big
blue.
it is, but Isawa is still at the same table
Yep.
where we first sat down.
The inn itself is rather large, considering that the centerpiece is as well. That's 40-foot diameter, and it's easily like 40 foot, if not more, from the well to the outer walls on all the sides.
Damn!
It's a
That's like-
huge place.
There's a room where you can cast Fireball in and not be hit by it.
Yes, yes, it is. I'm sure someone has tried.
Test that theory.
Love that.
I am someone.
Yeah, you can easily, well, with Childa's help, you can easily find your way back to where Isara is sitting. And Volo quickly takes your order, writing it down in a rather extravagant handwriting for a simple booze order. And it disappears towards the bar and then seems to almost vanish into the crowd. A few minutes later, that same tiefling server comes to your table with your drinks. And Mike, you once again here. Volo continuing his story to a much smaller audience this time.
Still want to throat punch him.
And
Wait until after we're being paid.
I was going to say, it is becoming canon for my character now that Mike is going to throat punch Volo before the end of this.
And as you look around in the inn itself, you do see Twilight off in to the crowd, currently seeming to enjoying some exercise with a group of other, like he's showing off some cool moves with, they almost look like a tumbling troupe. And discussing things back and forth. He seems perfectly safe, not bothered at all about what has been happening. And
do I see that female orc?
yes, she is about 3 tables away from where you're sitting.
Since Volo told us about this orc having items, trinkets, and whatnot from the north, do I see anything catching my interest that she, at the moment, doesn't seem to be needing right now?
Well, there is a dagger abandoned on the table next to her ale mug. And aside from that, give me an investigation check.
My passive investigation is 19, but
You know, you're actively
not
trying
one
to
on that.
look, so you don't really find anything. Like, she has a few trinkets, but you can tell that they're made of like bones and teeth. There's one that looks a little bit shiny, but it is attached to her ear. Aside from the dagger laying next to her hand that she doesn't seem to be bothered with at all, you can't really see anything.
I'm gonna walk over to her table.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna pocket the knife
Yep. Give me
as I sit down.
a sleight of hand check.
24.
Yeah, you have no issues pocketing it without her noticing. She does, however, notice that you're sitting down, and just,
Yep.
"Can I help you, little one?"
Ah, yes. Mr. Mustache Man with the nice hat. I never got his name, but he told me that you had been to the north and found some great stuff over there. Do you have any stories to share? Want to show off some of those items? I'm always curious about new things.
Oh, in the north, in Icewind Dale, the sun never shines. And
That sounds dark.
it is, well, it's not as dark as you would expect. because the skies light up during... Well, it's always night, but when it would be night for us, the skies light up in all colors of the rainbow, moving back and
That
forth.
sounds beautiful. That's cool.
It really is. I can't wait to get back.
Are you going back?
Eventually, in a few days' time, yes.
So, did you find anything interesting over there? Volo was talking. Volo was his name. Haha, I remember.
Yes.
He mentioned that you got some artifacts and stuff. I'm an archaeologist, so I'm always interested in that kind of stuff.
We found many interesting items buried in the ice and snow.
I can imagine.
One of the greatest things we found was the skeleton of a frost giant.
Ooh.
It was too big to take with us, though.
I can imagine.
If you ever find your way up to 10 towns, head to the east and you should find it in the ice.
Well, if I ever go there, I'll make sure to take a look. While I'm sitting down, I'm still gonna look around if there's anything on her.
Yep.
That seems to be useful.
Yep, give me a another investigation check then.
16.
You do find a few more trinkets. It seems to be they seem to be like attached to her leather armor, and the as you look her over, you see that her leather armor is very nice. It must have cost. Well, you have no concept of cost, but it is very nice. And it is like there are some charms and trinkets attached to, like hanging from little hooks and ringlets on this armor.
Well, I don't think I can borrow that.
With a 16, you also see that she has along her belt is a number of yeah, you would recognize them as the top of throwing knives. So they're just hooked into her belt.
He's gonna look at them, but she already got a knife, so she's just gonna say, well, if you ever find some treasures or historical findings, I would love to hear more of those some other time.
You seem nice, little one. I'll gladly tell you
Yes.
more. If you're still
Awesome.
here by the time I come back.
Sounds good. We're about to go down the hole over there.
Be careful. I hear there are vampires in those tunnels.
Vampires? They live for so long. Imagine the treasures they might have. On books. Oh, now I'm even more excited. Thanks for telling me this. This is awesome.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna
little one.
I'm just gonna run through the crowd
Yeah.
to the other table. And I'm just gonna say, hey guys, there's vampires down there apparently.
And on that
Yeah.
note, that's where we're gonna leave this session. Because who doesn't like
Yeah.
surprise vampires?
Yeah, pan in on very worried looking Bluebird.
Yeah. The camera slowly pans
I have
in.
holy water and steaks with me.
Where you see Bluebird just going the mild concern.